Continuing on with the NSA scandal, we're watching Preston meet. David Gregory has on Mike Gibbs, who is the chairman.
Robert Gibbs.
No, I'm sorry, wrong guy.
I'm sorry.
I want to talk about me, Mike Rogers. That's who I want to talk about. Mike Rogers, the chairman of the Intelligence Committee in the House, right? So here's what he has to say about Edward Snowden and the NSA scandal.
What appears to be, as of today, that he is flying, will catch another flight from Moscow, many believe to Cuba. We know that there is air traffic from Moscow to Cuba, then on to Venezuela. And when you look at it, every one of those nations is hostile to the United States. I mean, if he could go to North Korea and Iran, he could round out his government oppression tour.
Yeah, he's going to all these other countries because they oppress their people. It's kind of ironic. I mean, why doesn't he just stay here and like our oppression better than anybody else's oppression? We can oppress just as good as the Chinese. He's flying all over with these oppressive regimes instead of just coming home and letting our oppressive government lock him up for the rest of his life. What the fuck is he doing? The government oppressive tour. That sounds good, though. I hope Snowden doesn't do too much new stuff.
I've got a T-shirt already for that.
I just want to hear the hits. So we got one more.
You know, it's nice this time of year, the Congo. Maybe he'll take a.
Yeah, maybe he'll take the tour to the Congo.
Take a tour down there.
Yes. So who's up next? So now, so here is now Robert Gibbs. Now he's the former White House spokesperson, press secretary, and he's representing, of course, the Obama administration. And here's what he has to say about the whole NSA scandal and Edward Snowden.
I will say, you listen to a lot of the coverage, and you would think we had literally millions and millions of FBI agents listening to every single call that every single American is making. That's simply not true. Mm-hmm. And I think having that discussion actively with the American people is an important thing to do.
Yeah, we need to have that discussion with the American people and make sure the government tapes it. That's what we need to do.
Get it all on tape.
Make sure we get it. I love how he goes, oh, it's really good. We need to have this discussion. I'm glad that you're all for having the discussion now. Too bad you didn't feel that way before Edward Snowden revealed all your criminal activity and the Constitution breaking. But now you're all for it. Isn't it weird how it works that way? He's all for the conversation now.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, now he's for it. It is very convenient because he's been having that conversation. They've been having that conversation in secret for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
About
So now
12 years.
He wants to have it out in the open, right?
Yeah.
All right, Julianna, you just break in whenever you got something.
Okay.
All right, you let me know. So now here's Dick Durbin. Dick, first of all, it always is. Surprises me when a guy is born with the name Richard.
Yes.
And voluntarily chooses the name Dick.
Yeah.
That'd be like if your name was Peter and you're like, nah, just call me Prick. You know, it doesn't. I'll never understand that. Right?
Yeah, and there's so many of them, and they seem to cluster into our government.
Yeah,
there's like a lot of dicks there.
There's a lot of dicks in there.
It's like a giant Bay of Pigs invasion of dicks.
I think yes, the Capitol Hill could use a rape kit, is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, so here's what Dick Durbin has to say about this whole NSA, because he says that, hey, you know, we give away more information on Twitter and everything we do. And he's saying that we're giving away all our personal information already, so what's the big deal? Here's his point.
We're sacrificing, giving up voluntarily our privacy, the public sector and private sector gathering information which could limit our privacy, and it's time for a national conversation. Where should we draw these lines? Okay, Mr. Senator Dick Durbin, I say we draw the line at the Constitution. We start the line at the Constitution, and then we'll also end it at the Constitution. How about that? Where would you draw that line? At the Constitution and end it somewhere unconstitutional? That's where I'm going to end it.
That's a really good point. I mean, it's like we don't need to have this conversation. You guys are breaking the law. Yes. So now we're going to have, tort reform all of a sudden? Let's just do tort. I think it's time because we've done these things. So now let's change the law so that we're legal, as opposed to. It's like who was the banker who got caught with the Ponzi scheme? Oh yeah, Bernie Madoff. Yeah, it's like, hey, Bernie Madoff, we caught you scamming $60 billion from everybody. Yeah, let's have that conversation about that. I think we're not doing that. We should talk about it. We're going to put you in jail. Let's not put me in jail. Let's have the conversation.
Let's just talk.
Yeah, can we just talk? If all of these people are involved, like who's going to do the arresting? Like everyone's involved. We don't have any.
That's the problem. You're right. The whole goddamn government is in on it. Yeah.